They thought they could sneak away quietly. But nothing escapes the eyes of fans. Especially not when it's them. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun spotted together at the airport. And not just anywhere. They were on their way to Singapore for a stage greeting that has now become the most talked about event in Asia. The crowd didn't know at first. Paparazzi lenses pointed in every direction. Airport security holding the line. Fans clutching banners with trembling fingers. They were waiting for someone. Or maybe some two. Then it happened, a flash of movement. A tall figure, dressed in all black casuals, sleek sunglasses on, walking with confident ease. It was Lee Min-ho, and right behind him, a figure equally composed, radiant, graceful, effortlessly stylish in her beige trench coat and low ponytail. Kim Go-eun. Yes, they were traveling together. And from that very moment, nothing has been the same. For fans who followed their story since the king, eternal monarch, every glimpse of them together feels like another page in a fairy tale. They've shared on-screen magic. They've shown off-screen warmth. But this was different. This wasn't a scripted scene. There were no directors yelling action. No retakes. This was real. Just the two of them, side by side, boarding a flight bound for Singapore. Let's take you back to the beginning of that morning. Incheon International Airport, buzzing as always. But for those who looked closely, something felt different. Whispers spread quickly through the terminals. Staff members were unusually alert. Black vans arrived quietly, flanked by tight security. The word had gotten out. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun might be traveling together. And then, just as dawn kissed the horizon, the doors slid open. There they were, Min-ho, walking slightly ahead, occasionally glancing back, as if to check on her, as if to make sure she was close. Go-eun, calm and smiling, her hand clutching the strap of her tote bag, lips pressed into that soft, signature smile fans know too well. They didn't hold hands. They didn't need to. The silence between them said everything. And to those watching, it felt like witnessing a secret, finally revealed. But what were they really up to? Why Singapore? Why together? The official reason. A stage greeting event for their upcoming film collaboration. That's right. Rumors have been swirling for weeks. Industry insiders whispered about a reunion project. One that would bring back the beloved pair on screen again. This time, in a romantic drama set across Asia. And now, it's no longer speculation. This stage greeting in Singapore is the first of many appearances planned across Southeast Asia. But what caught everyone off guard wasn't the event itself. It was that they chose to travel together. No separate arrivals. No staggered press calls. Just two people walking through the same gates, as if they had nothing to hide. Witnesses say the atmosphere changed the moment they entered. Some fans cried. Others gasped. Phones were raised in trembling hands. Airport staff smiled knowingly. And yet, Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun didn't flinch. They walked with quiet assurance. No disguises. No attempt to divert attention. It was almost as if they wanted to be seen. It wasn't always like this. There were days when rumors followed them like shadows. When fans speculated but never knew. When a glance at an award show or a behind-the-scenes moment would ignite 1,000 theories. But over time, things changed. The energy between them grew more undeniable. And now it seems they've stopped running from it. This airport sighting was more than just a coincidence. It was a statement. A message to those who have waited, hoped, and believed. They're not hiding anymore. The flight itself was discreet. No one knows for sure where they sat. But several sources confirmed. They boarded the same plane. On the same flight manifest. Seated in first class. One anonymous stewardess revealed that they kept things low-key during the flight. They talked quietly, shared a few smiles, and at one point, even laughed over something on Lee Min-ho's phone. But what really stood out? They looked comfortable, like two people who have spent a lot of time together, and know each other well. I screamed when I saw them together. One fan tweeted. They looked like a married couple going on a honeymoon, said another. And the most viral comment of all? Don't tell me this is PR. My heart felt it. This is real. By the time they landed in Singapore, social media had exploded. Hashtag Lee Min-ho. Hashtag Kim Go-eun. Hashtag Minun Airport. Hashtag Singapore stage greeting. All trending within minutes. Fan pages lit up with photos, clips, speculations. Even Singaporean news outlets picked up the buzz, preparing for record-breaking attendance at the upcoming event, because this wasn't just about a movie anymore. This was about a story playing out in real life, one that fans have cherished since 2020. They've come a long way since the king, eternal monarch, from scripted lines to spontaneous smiles, from TV screens to airport terminals, and maybe, just maybe, from colleagues to something more. Some say it's just friendship. Others call it fan service. But those who watched closely today saw something deeper, a glance, a pause, a subtle synchronization in their steps. Tiny moments that say everything without saying a word. Remember when they attended the drama wrap-up party and left at the same time? Or the way Go-eun once said in an interview that Min-ho was someone who always looks out for her? And that time he smiled when asked about her, replying only with, "She's special." Each moment felt like a puzzle piece. Today at the airport, that puzzle felt complete. Singapore waits. So does the stage. And the cameras. And yes, the fans. But now, it's no longer just about promoting a show or answering scripted questions. It's about showing the world that some connections are too powerful to hide. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun didn't make an announcement. They didn't hold a press conference. They just walked together. And sometimes that's more than enough. Because love, if it's real, doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. In a smile exchanged during check-in. In the way he holds a boarding pass, waiting patiently. In the way she walks just close enough, but not too close. And in how their stories, once separate, are now woven tightly together. From Seoul to Singapore. From co-stars to companions. And perhaps, soon, something even deeper. So what happens next? Will they finally open up about what they mean to each other? Is this the beginning of a new chapter? Not just professionally, but personally? We'll be watching and waiting. Because if today's airport moment taught us anything, it's that Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun still have a story to tell. And something tells us it's only just beginning.